Paoni como tu tal? What is good, my people? Happy Tuesday. Today we're continuing the Mara effect. We're doing part 2. I don't know if this one is live. I'm not sure if the first one was live, to be honest with you. But if there is a live version, and I just happen to click the studio version, let me know down in the comments below. But this was the only one that I saw, so I'm assuming this is the correct one. But I know you guys told me live before studio, so I don't want to make that mistake. There is actually a live Mare Effect 1, 2, and 3, or maybe the first one was live, and the second one is studio. I have no idea, but it's like a weird kind of video. For what I'm looking at right now, it doesn't look like it's a live performance. But with that out of the way, make sure you hit that subscribe button, the like button, that noti bell. You can find my socials in the description below. We can now do super thanks. If you want to drop me one of those, I will appreciate you. Totally not required. However, I do want to just say that any money that we make will just go back into the channel to ensure that I can create a better experience for you guys, whether it's like updating the background, my audio equipment, or microphone, whatever the case may be, or lights, it'll go right back into the channel. That I can promise. But without further ado, let's get into this reaction. Spiritbox, Mara Effect Part 2. Dale. Probably should show the video. Come on, him. What are you doing? Courtney's voice sounds so light and subtle. It also sounds very controlled. She's not pushing beyond a certain range. If you guys have noticed this far, and that it's never making me anxious because I know a shift is coming soon. But it's like the win part, Yo, her cleans, man. I always say this, but her cleans are just magnifique. Like she can actually like really sing. Like there are some singers that kind of like are mid, but they're able to like create a good experience by staying within their range. Courtney just has one very varying vocal tones, but like her range is just vast, and she can go high, she can go really low, so much so where I thought she was a dude because her voice went low like that. But man, like I swear her cleans are they just send me, man. Like this part right here reminds me of the singer from Broadway, the lead vocalist. I can't recall his name, but I'm actually gonna react to a song from that band today. It'll drop when this one right after this Spiritbox reaction drops. But like, yeah, she right now she's in that pocket, that post-hardcore pocket, like, and man, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Don't get me wrong. Like I love her screams because like her screams are just so audible, and that's very rare to like have an artist that can scream where you can understand what they're saying. Sometimes that's due to just the way the screams are mixed, but sometimes just the way the screamer screams, where you cannot understand what they're saying. But Courtney, you can understand what she's saying. The only time you can't is if it's the way whoever produced the song mixed it, because like go back to like the liquid metal screams, very audible. So one of the things that you guys like sort of put me on, was that in the earlier music, I believe her boyfriend or her husband, one of the two, sort of treated Courtney's voice as just one of the instruments. And as the way I edit, I have different inputs, like an input for my mic, an input for um, my browser, I have an input for uh my system. So like each input, has its own line. So the way the songs are mixed is that Courtney's voice is not being treated as its own entity. It's being treated as just another instrument. And that's very unique. I don't know of many bands that treat the lead singer's voice as just another instrument. So sort of either be pushed back or forward in the mix, because normally the voice is always in the forefront and you have your instruments in the background. But in the earlier music, from what I was told, is that her voice was just treated as a guitar, as one of the drums essentially inputs. So it was sort of like mixed just to create a sound that the producer was going for. And I believe I was told the person that was doing that was her boyfriend or husband. I'm sorry, I don't know which one it is, but I'm pretty sure it's her husband now, at least. But yeah, I hope that made sense. Um,
I know I'm easily affected. Her arms are like a serpent spinning me around. Can she see? Let's go out when there is nothing left to
I like how they have her harmonizing with herself. Um, it just sounded like a group of sirens, just like luring me in, essentially. At sea, and they're just like saying, "Come." That's the way her voice sounded right there, man. Courtney's just different, man. Mm. See, if you notice what I was saying earlier about, again, her voice being pushed back in the mixed, I can hear the guitar in the forefront, and her voice is definitely um, I don't know how much far back in the mix it is, but it's definitely noticeable. Where I feel as though in like other bands, it would be reversed. Her voice would be at the forefront, and the sort of instrumentals would be pushed backwards. Um, Not a bad thing. It's just a unique artistic choice that I'm not accustomed to. However, I do know that not a lot of bands do that, but there are some bands that are sort of instrumentals first and voice treated as an instrument. And I think the old Spiritbox is more so like that. While their newer stuff, it seems to be the complete opposite. Sort of giving Courtney's voice, um, I don't want to say the respect it deserves, but treating it as its own sort of entity, separate from the inputs from the sort of instrumentals. Hope that made sense. But you can definitely hear it if you just go back and just listen to like the last 10 seconds or so. You can hear how pushed back her vocals are, unless you have like sort of not good headphones, you might not be able to differentiate the sounds, but I definitely can with these monitors, and it's definitely noticeable. pushback. Oh, hold on. We gotta. I wasn't prepared for the screams. I was not prepared, but now I am. Part 2 leaps and bounds better than part 1. In my opinion, the way they just handled her screams right there, the way they mixed that, chef's kiss. So audible. I can understand what she was saying. It doesn't sound like muddied and muddled, like all jumbles. I would say, like, oh man, so much better. It's not over, is it? All right, my people. That was Spiritbox, the Mara Effect Part 2. Part 3 will be coming next Monday, so stay tuned for that. If you have not already, before you leave this video, hit that like button, that subscribe button, and that noti bell. And I'll see you next video, my people. Peace.